We're looking live from Cummins Gymnasium on the south side of Indianapolis. Good evening, I'm Mike Walensky, and this is the Manual Boys Basketball Extravaganza. And tonight is Detroit Jesuit and the Lawrence North Wildcats. Two veteran coaches, Pat Donnelly, the head coach of Detroit Jesuit, and Jack Keeper, the veteran mentor from Lawrence North. Last year, Jesuit, the state championship team out of Detroit. They've won 4 straight Catholic High School League championships, 3 straight regional championships, and they were in the Michigan High School Athletic Association Final Four in both 2014 and 15. Jack Keeper, one of the most respected basketball coaches in the state of Indiana, has won over 687 games in 41 years at Lawrence North. During his career, he's won 748 and lost just 303 in 45 years. He guided the Wildcats to 3 consecutive state championships in 04 and 05 and 2006, culminating in a 29-0 mark. These are 2 outstanding basketball teams that look to get things rolling as Lawrence North comes in today's game with a 5-1 record. Their only loss this season, a 96-82 setback to Fort Wayne North. Their last victory, a 61-53 victory over a very solid Fort Wayne Snyder ball club. Detroit Jesuit in Michigan, starting the season a little bit later than Indiana. They came up with a big victory over Dakota, 69-61. Both ball clubs have a host of Division I prospects. We'll talk about those later. But first, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups here.
Once again, basketball fans, good evening. And thank you for coming out to check out the 2016 Manual Extravaganza. This is game number 8 of 10 on the schedule tonight, and today, and this morning. Of course, we stress the importance of good sportsmanship on the court and in the stands as well. In addition to winning, we are promoting and preparing young men in the values of excellence, scholarship, respect, and courage. We thank you in advance for being a great example to our student athletes. Lastly, we would like to remind all fans that alcohol and tobacco use is prohibited anywhere on school property. This rule is strictly enforced. Tonight's officials is going to be Sean West, Rick Knight, and Tom Boyd. Now for the starting lineups. For tonight's number 8 game, featuring Detroit, Jesuit, and Lawrence North. First for the visiting Detroit Jesuit. This introduction is very appropriate. I think you know why. All right. A 6'9" senior forward, Ike Ika. 6'1" junior guard, number 2, Elijah Collins. A 5'8" sophomore guard, number 3, Julian Dozier. 6'9" junior forward, 11, Garrett Green, Bo Mulvaney. The 6'3" junior guard, number 13, Zachary Winston. The head coach is Mr. Pat Donnelly. Detroit Jesuit Cubs.
Starting lineups announced here at Cummins Gymnasium. When you look at Detroit Jesuit, they have two outstanding players, both of them out of Nigeria. They came to Detroit with little knowledge of the game of basketball, and you give Coach Pat Donnelly a lot of credit for developing their talent. Ikeke, 6'9", senior number 1, he's going to Marquette. And Gregory Bowden wears number 11. He's going to be a flame at UIC. So they've got two Division I players in the lineup, and Lawrence North loaded with outstanding talent. Kevin Easley, probably their best player. For Detroit Jesuit, they would like to control the tempo. They get in the 50s and 60s, they've got a chance to win. That's E.B. Bowden, number 11. On the left wing, jumper. Julian Dozier, sophomore, 5'8", out of the left wing, and it's Jesuit 3-0 over Lawrence North early on here in the first period from Manual in this Manual Boys Basketball Extravaganza. Lawrence North, jump shot on the left wing, falls short by Kevin Easley, the 6'7" junior, one of the finest players on this ball club. And underneath the foul, it's going to be assessed on Rod Capetti, number 33, 6'9" senior, another outstanding player for Jack Keefer's ball club. Picks up his first foul. Both ball clubs coming out in the tight man-to-man defense, trying to pressure the ball up front. Bingo! Zach Winston, Jr., 6'3" from the left side. It's 6-0. Jesuit with another steal. Lawrence North playing a little bit too quick early on in this ball game. A little bit of the jitters. Another three on the way, and another three from Zachary Winston. His 6th point of the ball game, and it's 9-0. 2-on-1 break. Easily to the hole. Foul is up, and a foul on the play. Make that Petty. Rod Capetti, number 3 on the break. Good effort by number 2, Antoine Cushenberry.
Foul number 2, Elijah Collins, that's his first.
5'10" junior pushing the ball on the break, getting the numbers.
2 shots for the Wildcats.
For the Wildcats, we're down 9-0. Jesuit with 3 threes to start this one off here in the first period, and Petty puts the Wildcats on the board at 9-1. Lawrence North, their last victory, 61-53 over Snyder. They've got some pretty big wins this year, including an opening one over Park Tudor, 47-35, another one on the left side. And there's going to be a foul out on the wing as Winston firing away. I think he's going to get fouled in three-point territory. Jesuit will trigger. Dozier at the point to Collins. Collins, 2 left-handers down on the right side. Straight away 3, another 3 for Dozier, his second of the ball game, and it's 12-2. The visitors on the board out of Detroit. Capetti in the lane, nice drop step, and a semi-hook, and he drops it home, 12-4.
No basket, no basket.
Dozier doing a good job breaking the Wildcat defense down on the dribble, picking up the foul. Lawrence North's going to have to do a better job getting back on the defense. And they've been doing a good job in transition. Coach Donnelly has his team playing at a high level. It'll be a 30-second timeout upcoming for Lawrence North. The Wildcats trail 12-4. And already the tempo taken by Detroit Jesuit, rotating the ball around the perimeter, getting good looks for Zachary Winston, Elijah Collins, and Julie Dozier.
2016 Manual Extravaganza.
For Jesuit, at 19 points and 14 rebounds in that victory over Dakota. Guard Scott Nelson had 17 in the ball game. Coach Donnelly would like to see his ball club concentrate a little bit better and share the basketball. They've been doing it quite well early on in the first period. Another long 3. Nice position for Capetti, keeping the ball alive. Easily to the hole, and Wildcats on the board at 12-6. Kevin Easley, nice job in transition for the Wildcats. Good look underneath, and he slammed it home. Eke with a slam underneath. Cushenberry at the point, leading the Wildcat charge. A high screen for Capetti. Lawrence North trying to calm this ball club down with an early deficit. Good job cutting to the wing is Dexter Schaus, the 6'4" sophomore, and he's going to go to the foul line.
Lawrence North foul number 2, Antoine Cushenberry.
That one's going to be charged to Elijah Collins.
Correction. Fouls on number 2, Elijah Collins.
Schaus gets the first
Number
one.
10, Dexter Schaus, shooting another shot for the Wildcats.
Schaus does a good job with the foul line. Cuts that lead down to 7 at 14-7. Jesuit with the basketball in those maroon uniform. Michigan State champion last year. An outstanding basketball team. Looking for some consistency. Need to be more patient with the basketball, and off the steal to the rim, and a nice effort by Mike Saunders. Saunders is going to get the bucket, and he'll go to the line with a chance to knock this margin down to 3. And all of a sudden, LN just playing heady defense back in the ball game.
Number 3, Mike Saunders, shooting the and one for the
Nelson
Wildcats.
checks in the ball game for the first time for Detroit Jesuit. Mike Saunders gets that free throw. Nice touch. Good rotation. 14-11. Jesuit on top. Pressure in the backcourt by Saunders. Nelson a little bit careless with the basketball, but nevertheless, Jesuit handles it at the point. Dozier, they're trying to look inside. Eke on the right wing. Backside slam, and the ball gets caught behind the rim. There'll be a change of possession here, a jump ball. Nice look as Eke was coming off the weak side, went up for the slam, and the ball just got caught up in the rim. And Lawrence North will get possession trailing by 3. They're right back in the ball game, 14-11. Saunders taking care of the basketball at the point, guarded by Nelson. Good solid man defense by Dozier. Eke tried to hedge out. Good look by Schaus. And Eke did a nice job of blocking out Kevin Easley. Eke's going to take a step. He'll be called for traveling. And again, Coach Donnelly mentioned in a post-game interview after the Dakota game that he'd like to see his team a little bit more careful with the basketball. They've turned it over a little bit too much, play a little bit better defense. Defensively, Nelson, number 10 at the point, guarding Saunders. Easley with the high screen, tried to find him on the wing. And Cushenberry trying to sneak a pass underneath the Schaus, threw it away. Early on in the first period, both ball clubs trying to feel themselves out. Jesuit done a very good job of moving the basketball around the perimeter. Lawrence North with the token pressure, full court. Eke inside of the post is E.B. Bowden. E.B. Bowden turns. Nice position by the big man, Ron Capetti. And there's going to be a foul in the backcourt on Julian Dozier for reaching it, but Capetti did a really good job defensively there for Lawrence North.
Number 3, Julian Dozier. Timeout on the floor.
And we've got ourselves a timeout on the floor.
They lead it 14-11.
It's Detroit Jesuit 14 and Lawrence North 11. Back at Cummins Gymnasium for the annual Boys Extravaganza first quarter action. Detroit Jesuit on top 14-11 over Lawrence North. This ball game brought to you by Best Choice Fieldhouse of Fishers, Indiana, and Steeles and Associates, LLC. Saunders will trigger for Lawrence North. The Wildcats were down 9-0 and then came battling back with some great effort on the defensive end. This is Cushenberry. Easily an outstanding player playing on the wing there, number 34. Looking inside, trying to post up Capetti. Good job by E.B. Bowden on the post, trying to deny him the basketball. E.B. Bowden, number 11, on his way to UIC to play for the Flames. Jump shot by Capetti. Make that easily with the bucket.
Kevin Easley.
Nelson to the board, and Easley comes from the weak side and blocks that one out of bounds with his left hand. Kevin Easley doing a fantastic job at the defensive end. After he knocked that shot down, we're all tied up at 14. Lawrence North has outscored Jesuit 14-5. Shot off the backboard. Easley, nice look ahead to Cushenberry. Nelson blocks, goes out of bounds. And again, Easley doing a nice job keeping his eyes up the floor. And Lawrence North taking a break. And a retained possession. Kevin Easley backs up from three. Yes! Oh my! 17-14, and the Wildcats are on top. 17-14, Lawrence North over Detroit Jesuit. Julian Dozier, number 3, guarded by Mike Saunders, 3, trying to post up, work that offense inside out. Dozier drives in the paint. Nice help by Capetti. And we got a 3-second violation. On Eke. Eke posted on the low left block, is called for a 3-second violation, and the Wildcats have it, 17-14. Fast-paced action here in the first period from Manual. And the boys basketball extravaganza with 2 minutes left here in the first period. Off the dribble, Saunders, Easley. Couldn't get it on the break now as Dozier. Left side, Easley with another block, his second of the ball game. 3-on-1, looked underneath, couldn't find him. We got a foul reaching in. It could be on Nelson, as Cushenberry was forced to the baseline. They had a double team, but they pick up the foul. And you can tell already that Lawrence North likes to really ramp up their offense and take advantage of numbers here in transition.
Number 24, that's A.J. Thomas.
A.J. Thomas, a 6'2" senior, checking in for Jesuit along with 15.
Daniel Friday, substitution for
Daniel Friday, 6'3" sophomore.
Jared Hankins.
And Jared Hankins. Hankins checks in a sophomore for Capetti. Hankins, number 5, 6'4" Lawrence North having some issues trying to get the ball and deflected out of bounds by Daniel Friday, who just checked in for Coach Donnelly's ball club. Wildcats off the inbounds. Looking for Easley in the paint. Nice dish on the left side. Shouse from Easley. Easley can do it all. He can rebound, he blocks shots, he can shoot it, and he can dish it. 2014 Wildcats. Friday to Nelson. They need Nelson scoring. One of the better shooters on this ball club. Zachary Winston, number 13, already with 3 threes in the ball game. Friday into the paint underneath. And another shot blocked there by Lawrence North. A great effort by Hankins. And Friday's going to get whistled for the foul reaching in. Great effort by Lawrence North.
Detroit Jesuit foul, number 15, Daniel Friday.
Eke
first.
Delivered the basketball down on the low blocks, and the shot was rejected by Hankins. Cushenberry at the point for the Wildcats. Friday at 6'4", matching up against the smaller Wildcat point guard. Saunders, 4-guard lineup for LN. Easley, nice dish to Shout for 3. Yeah. Nice look for Shout. Good body control. And another nice look for Easley, his second assist of the ball game. 23-14 all of a sudden LN. And they've done it on the defensive end. Good pressure on the right wing side by Kevin Easley, number 34. Five men out for Jesuit. Nobody's in the lane, and now they move the big guy in there. Nelson rejected again. The third block for Easley.
Substitution for the Wildcats, number 33, Capetti.
Back in the ball game for Easley. He gets a good break.
Number 34,
Tell you what,
Easley.
he's an outstanding player. He's done extremely well with 3 blocks early on, a couple assists. He's had some nice looks, and he's played well defensively. Nelson spots up, didn't get it, and Capetti knocked it out of bounds. "12 seconds remaining here in the first period. Wildcats with the steal. Saunders, they're going to have to look for a quick shot here. Off the dribble over Nelson. No! Rebound Jesuit. Clock's going to run out, but a long shot. It is short, and we have played one. Lawrence North with a flurry. It's the Wildcats 23 and Detroit Jesuit 14.
Excitement continues. Right after this game, we have
back in action at Cummins Gymnasium. This is the
finale. We have Fort Wayne Lures
annual boys extravaganza. We go into the second quarter.
Around and continue to witness some of the
Detroit Jesuit was outscored 23-5 to end this period at 23-14. Lawrence North. Imagine Jesuit up 9-0 to start this ball game, and then Lawrence North turned up the defense as they do there as Daniel Friday tried to dribble in between 2 defenders and ball tipped out of bounds. It's Kevin Easley checked back in.
Also number 1 is checking in for
along with Ike Eke.
Detroit Jesuits. That's Ike Eke.
Eke's going to be a nice addition to the Marquette Warriors basketball program. Top of the key is Zachary Winston, back to Friday. Winston has been hot, and they've been doing a good job of locating him defensively, not giving him the space that he had early on in the contest. Nelson, back to Winston, inside to the big kid. Abby Bowden, right lane. Nelson fires away, missed it. Friday to the rim, good effort, and Capetti may get the foul, but it looks like Hankins is going to be whistled from behind with a slap. And that's simply being acted offensively for Detroit Jesuit.
Number 15.
Friday will go to the line.
Daniel Friday shooting 2 shots for the Cubs.
Daniel Friday, sophomore, 6'3". A lot of youngsters playing in this one. Short. At this point in the ball game, Detroit Jesuit needs every point they can get. Trying to handle this momentum swing, 23-15. Wildcats with the basketball. Full court pressure being applied by Jesuit. Token pressure as they back off it. Nelson still trying to pressure the ball. Friday coming up from the trap. Good look by Cushenberry. Hankins drives. Great body control and he scores.
Correction, offensive foul.
Oh, they're going to turn it around. They're going to call an offensive foul on Hankins, so there's no basket. Jared Hankins looked to me like he had control going to the bucket, but lowered his shoulder just a bit, and the referees
number 5, Jared Hankins.
Picked the foul on Hankins. That's his first. And now token pressure for Lawrence North on the inbounds. Winston trying to gain control of this basketball game, down by 8. Great effort by Easley on the steal. He's having trouble handling it, lays it up and in.
Kevin Easley.
25-15, 10-point lead. Easley nearly doubled up on that ball handling there. Friday trying to find a sweeper there. That game gliding from the right baseline, the ball knocked out of bounds.
Substitution for the
Jalen Thomas will be checking in for Friday. Jalen Thomas at 6'8", gives him a little bit of size inside. So now they go with 2 forwards and a center. Maybe running their offense inside out as Scott Nelson has the basketball. Saunders playing defense out of that 2-3 zone. Good cut inside. Eke. Yes, and he's fouled. Hankins sliding across a little bit late, picks up the foul, and a chance for a 3-point play. 25-17, it's a 2-point shot.
Number 5, Jared Hankins. Substitution for the Wildcats, number 12, Tony Perkins.
Tony Perkins, a 6'1" freshman, checking the ball game for Hankins. Jack Kiefer is talking to his youngster. Jared, a 6'4"
Shooting
sophomore.
and one, Ike Eka.
Good-looking player. Here's Eke at the line. He nails it. 7-point lead, 25-18. He gets himself a three-pointer. Saunders against man pressure from Winston. Lawrence North's offense being pushed out a little bit further away from the paint now. Zone defense, 2-3 for Jesuit. Saunders, I think he forced it, he missed it. Underneath Nelson off the break, on the reverse, and he lays it in. Just taking advantage of poor shot selection there by the Wildcats, 25-21. Jump rejected there by Jalen Thomas. Easley, he missed it. On the break, and Kevin Easley with his third steal of the ball game. Saunders, good look to Schaus. And over the top, Eke on Saunders. Saunders had nice position underneath on Gregory Ebby-Bowden. And Kevin is going to go to the foul line.
Number 11, Gregory Ebby-Bowden. Number 34, Kevin Easley at the line for the Wildcats.
Substitution upcoming for Jack
Substitution in the
Kiefer.
game for the Wildcats.
Cushenberry coming in for Schaus.
Cushenberry. He replaces number 10, Dexter Schaus.
So with Cushenberry and Saunders, the Wildcats get a little bit more ball handling along the perimeter. Up by 5 points. Easley, nice touch. Gets the bonus. 7 personal fouls whistled against Jesuit this ball game. The next one for Lawrence North will send Jesuit into the bonus. And Easley gets this one. 7-point lead. Nelson against the press. 2-2-1. Good job of handling the press there. Winston showing a lot of leadership at the point. He's a junior. 6'3". Nelson inside of the big man. Eke, Nelson. Winston, a long three, and he drilled it. He drilled it over the top of Saunders. He's got the height advantage.
Winston, three-point basket.
And Winston with another three. Ellen with the basketball. Cushenberry. Ellen's offense a little bit higher than normal as that zone is starting to work its way for Jesuit. There's Easley. Good pass, Cushenberry breaks it down. Saunders, good job of Nelson recovering the side. Saunders, too long. I think Nelson got a piece of that one. Winston. Eke with the board. Nelson. He nails it. Nelson with the three.
Three-point basket.
And the score is now 27-26. A 1-point game for Lawrence North. The Wildcats on top with 3:45 and rolling here in the second period. Cushenberry working on that matchup against Nelson. Capetti, nice move inside. Over Eke, follows, too hard, Easley. And they've been battling all over the place. Winston knocks that out of bounds. Good defense by both ball clubs. Both ball clubs a little bit winded here. A lot of action going on. Easley rejected out of there by Thomas. And Easley follows. Easley fouls with a jump shot.
2-point basket.
It's 29-26. Timeout on the floor with 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the second period. This ball game being sponsored by Best Choice Fieldhouse of Pittsburgh, Indiana, and Steel & Associates, LLC. back at Cubbitt's Gymnasium. We got ourselves a ball game here in the second period. 29-26. Lawrence North over Detroit Jesuit. And the one thing I noticed about Jesuit is they're intentional about getting the ball inside. They're doing a pretty good job of finding their big men, working that offense inside out. Now against this 2-2-1 zone. Break the pressure. Leadership. Number 13, Zach Winston. Thomas stepped out of bounds. That's a turnover. Cushenberry matched up with Winston. Petty looking to post inside. One to the hole. And it looked like he traveled. They wanted the call, but they're not going to get it because it got pushed before he took the steps.
Detroit Jesuit foul, number 25, Jalen Thomas.
Jalen Thomas picks up the foul.
Raj Petty.
Petty will go to the line for the bonus. 1-1. He gets it. Nice touch for the big man. Played well defensively. 4-point lead for his ball club, looking to add to the margin. Falls off. Good solid position underneath by Ebby Bowden. And Schaus is going to get whistled for the foul. We'll go to the other end to shoot.
Number 10, Dexter Schaus. That's his first personal.
If you can't fall Dexter Schaus, it's a good effort play, just a little bit out of position. And the UIC Flame recruit, Gregory Embry Bowden, will be going to the foul line.
Gregory Bodine, shooting 1-1.
Youngster will have 1-1 upcoming here, a chance to cut this margin down from 4. Nope. Capetti, good job with the body and the rebound. Cushenberry pushing it up. Schaus looking far side for Saunders. Cushenberry's looking for Capetti down in the post. At some point, they're going to find him. Oh, great job with the steal by Winston. He wasn't looking. He laid it up in the left hand on the far side of the glass and in. 30-28. Winston at 6'3" with those long arms, left-handed. Schaus back to Cushenberry. 2-point game. They'll end in the lead. Easily playing at the high post in the middle of that 1-3-1 offense. Schaus from 3. Good block out by Ebby Bowden. Winston on the attack. Against that 2-3, they're doing a good job of moving the basketball. Nelson under control on the right wing. Nelson, his last ball game was 17 points. He's a really good stand-up shooter. Eke at the point. At 6'9", he does it all. A little bit short, but a good job by Capetti getting his hand in there. Good defense, easily. Schaus. Cushenberry to Saunders. Capetti posting up, didn't find him. Saunders left wing from 3. Yes! Great shot by Saunders.
3-point basket.
Great pass by Saunders to easily on the left side for the 3. It's an 8-point lead for LN. Wildcats lead, making a 5-point lead, 33-28. Can't have 6 points on a 3-point shot. Driving to the glass. Good effort by Capetti to nearly block that, but the foul by Ebby Bowden.
Gregory Evo Bodine.
And it's 33-30.
2-point basket.
Ebby Bowden doing a good job inside. For Coach Donnelly's Detroit Jesuit Ball Club, they trail Lawrence North 33-30. Under 45 seconds to go here in the second period. LN may be looking for the last shot. Try to spread out the offense. Jesuit has to be careful about Capetti working that baseline. Saunders. Cushenberry. Capetti, and he nearly jammed it home. Eke with the rebound, and there's going to be a foul in the backcourt. And I don't think the LN fans are too thrilled about that one, as Saunders is going to be whistled for the foul.
Lawrence North foul, number 3, Mike Saunders. That's his second foul.
Second personal foul on Saunders. And Zachary Winston doing a nice job of leading his basketball team back in the ball game.
Number 13.
Southpaw.
Zachary Winston shooting 1 and 1.
And he gets the front end of the bonus, and he cuts the lead down to 2 with 19.8 seconds left. And if he makes it, Lawrence North does not have to rush. They've got plenty of time to get the ball into the half court. 33-32, and maybe Coach Kiefer may want to consider taking a timeout, but he doesn't. He lets his kids handle the basketball. Here's Winston. Saunders with it. Number 3. Right wing Schaus. Schaus to the hole, and it looked like Thomas may have gotten the basketball, but there's going to be a foul call. Big Jalen Thomas there down on the baseline, trying to defend the roll of the
Jesuit foul number 25,
paint.
Jalen Thomas. That's his second.
By Dexter Schaus, and
Number 10,
Dexter's going to
Dexter
go to the line.
shooting
He'll have 2.
for the Wildcats.
33-32. It's exactly what Jack Kiefer wanted out of this ball club. To be aggressive, go to the paint, and they draw the foul.
Substitution for the Cubs. Number 24, A.J. Thomas.
A.J. Thomas in the lineup for Jalen Thomas. A.J. wears 24, 6'2" senior. Jalen Thomas, a 6'8" sophomore, did a good job with his physical presence in there. Here's going to be a jump ball. Nelson and Schaus tied up. There's still time in the clock, 7.2 left. And the possession goes to the Wildcats. And they're on top by 2 points, 34-32. Critical to get this inbounds in. Saunders looking for Cushenberry. Easley, yes, he got it. Nice look by Cushenberry for the 3, and the buzzer sounds, and we've got ourselves a halftime. Lawrence North, 37. Detroit Jesuit, 32. Our ball game being brought to you by Best Choice Fieldhouse of Fishers, Indiana, and Steele & Associates, LLC. Lawrence North Wildcats tonight, being led by Kevin Easley. He's been outstanding. Rebounding, shooting, blocking shots, defending. He does it all, this young man. And Jesuit has 2 outstanding inside players in their own right, in Ike Eke and Greg Ebby Bowden, who's been outstanding as well. Lawrence North will be in action next at the Newcastle Fieldhouse, where they'll take on Logansport in the morning and then New Albany at night. New Albany, outstanding basketball team, the past 4A champion Indiana. And then they'll come back in the new year with a January 4th matchup with the Cathedral Fighting Irish and Jason Delaney's ball club. Start off the 3rd period. Jesuit will have the basketball out of Detroit. Number 2, Elijah Collins will inbound. And 13, very impressive, Zachary Winston. Number 3 there is Julian Dozier inside, missed a slam, and a foul by Eke Bowden. And Jesuit on the board, they're down by 3.
2-point basket.
Cushenberry playing at the point, being guarded by Collins. Detroit Jesuit back into that man defense. Both teams playing a lot of zone. Capete, guarded by Gregory Eke Bowden. Eke Bowden, well documented, both him and Eke, both from Nigeria, really have learned this game since they've come over to Michigan. On the break, nice look ahead. He takes the ball to the rim and lays it in. Elijah Collins off the feed from Dozier.
2-point basket.
Give credit to Julian Dozier for getting the ball up ahead and getting the assist. 1 point margin. LN on top by 1. Cushenberry, high screen from Easley. Dexter Schaus has been active offensively, number 10 for LN. Capete in the low post. Turns, he may travel, gives the ball to Easley and scores.
Kevin Easley.
And that's a nice look for Capete. That's hard to do when your back is turned from the baseline, but he did a good job of finding a cutter. And LN with the lead at 39-36. 6.5 to go here in the 3rd period. Jesuit getting great leadership there from number 13. He's got the ball, Zachary Winston. Great job of cutting, but Capete got a piece of it. Blocked Dozier's shot. Schaus too long. Eke with the rebound. Jesuit trying to push. Playing with discipline. Coach Donnelly would like them to handle the ball better. They turned the ball over a few more times than he'd like early on in the season. Playing well tonight. Long 3. Yes! Zachary Winston with 4 threes in the ball game, and all of a sudden, another 3 for Jesuit, and it's a tie ball game at 39. Schaus against the man. Collins, number 2, defended Cushenberry. Cushenberry, great job of breaking down the defense. Capetti, solid with the basketball, getting the ball above his knees, going straight up and drawing the foul. Number 11, Abby Bowden.
Gregory, Evo Bodine. It's his second foul.
Abby Bowden with the second foul.
Number 33, Raj Petty, shooting 2 shots.
And Raj Petty will be at the line with two free base and have a chance to take the lead for Lawrence North. Really like the way the Wildcats are set up this year. They've got a lot of interior people that can play, and we've got 2 solid guards who can distribute the basketball. As Petty misses the first shot. Jack Kiefer, assistant coaches, Kyle Green, Chandler Thompson, Jim Stanborough, and Mike Saunders, Aaron Kane, and Cedric Van Leer doing a nice job for the Wildcats. 40-39, LN on top by 1. Winston, a threat to shoot the ball inside. Good look by Eke, and the shot was blocked by Capetti, and he's going to be charged with a foul. He thought he had all ball. He's going to pick up the personal.
Lawrence North foul, number 33, Raj Petty. That's his second.
Petty with his second foul.
Number 1, Ike, shooting 2 shots.
Eke misses the first one. We talked about the youngster going to Marquette. Getting a chance to play with the standing Division I ball club in Milwaukee. Here's the second one, and he got it. We're tied again, 40 all. This time pressure for Jesuit. Schaus working on Winston, and Winston's been all over defensively. Easley being guarded by Eke. Easley. Cushenberry. They'd like him to go to the baseline to get the double, and he did, but he did a nice job of pulling the ball back out. Smart play by Cushenberry. Takes a shot. Followed by Easley. I think Eke was over his back, and he's going to get a foul. He is. Great effort by Easley. He got great position inside. He draws a foul on the big guy.
Detroit Jesuit foul, number 1, Ike.
Eke picks up the foul. His second. Cushenberry, smart basketball player with the ball. He may have pushed off there. Schaus. Easley looks inside, trying to post Capetti, and he threw it away. Nice look inside, and the shot is blocked by Schaus. Here comes LN. 3-on-2. Saunders stripped, and he's called for traveling. Give credit to Julian Dozier, number 3, for getting his hand in there, forcing him to change direction with the ball and traveling. Tied at 40 here in the third, 4 minutes to go. Winston, Dozier. Winston looked for the 3. Good head fake underneath. Forced the shot. And the ball looked like it hit the top of the basket. It's a turnover. It'll go the opposite way. LN will get the ball back. Detroit Jesuit. Wildcats have a chance to go back on top. Easily. Schaus. Cushenberry trying to get his teammates under control. Saunders, the baseline, he pushed off with his left hand, he gets called for it. He pushed off with his left hand, and a good job of Julian Dozier getting his base set on the baseline and drawing a foul. That is the team's second, and that is the 3rd foul on Saunders. Wildcats setting back in that zone defense. There's a foul away from the basketball. Eke sliding through, may have been held by Saunders.
Lawrence North foul, number 3, Mike Saunders.
And they're going to call foul on Saunders. That'll be his fourth.
Number 5,
And Hankins will be the guy checking into Saunders. That's a tough loss because it takes away some ball handling. But Hankins, a good athlete, lanky at 6'4". He'll match up with a big guy, Ebby Bowden. But they lose a little bit of ball handling along the perimeter. Winston back up top. Baseline, weak side slam. Nice look by Dozier to Eke. And Jesuit on top, 42-40. Easley fades over Eke. He ties it.
Kevin Easley, 2-point basket.
42-42. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third. Dozier with the basketball. They're doing a good job of looking inside. On three, good rotation, and he got it. Another one.
Zachary Winston.
Winston's 5th three of the ball game. 45-42 Jesuit. Easily to tie it. He missed it. Great effort by Ebby Bowden, but he's traveling. He moved off
Wildcats ball.
the post pretty quickly, and he just could not put his post foot down, his pivot foot down, and he dragged it to travel. And with that, we've got a timeout. 45-42, Jesuit on top of Lawrence scoring with 2:32 to go here in the third. This is the Manual Boys Basketball Extravaganza brought to you by that's Joyce Fieldhouse of Fishers, Indiana, and Steele & Associates, LLC. It's the third period of play. Detroit Jesuit, 45. Lawrence North, 42. 2:32 to go. Dexter Schaus will inbounds for Lawrence North. Easily inside, he missed it. Just a little bit too deep. Capetti turns, it's going to draw a foul. I believe it's going to be on either Eke, number 1, or 11, Ebby Bowden. It's number 11, Ebby Bowden. And Capetti's going to go to the line for a pair.
1. Ike.
And when you get the ball inside, great things happen for your team offensively, and that's what's happening today with Lawrence North. Scott Nelson checks back in the ball game for Coach Donnelly's Jesuit Ball Club. Nelson, outstanding shooter. And the lead cut to 1, 45-44. Good shooting by Capetti, the big man. In charge of this offense is 13 for the Jesuit Ball Club, Zachary Winston. He has been outstanding shooting the basketball. And he's solid there over Schaus. He missed it. Good block out there by Capetti, allowing for Easley to get the board. This matchup here between Cushenberry and Dozier, very key. Cushenberry to the glass, and he's going to get the foul. Cushenberry doing a really good job of getting the ball to the rim.
Detroit Jesuit scored number 10. That fouls on number 10, Scott Nelson.
And you can understand why. Jeff
Antoine
playing this young man.
Shooting 2 shots.
Junior 5'10". He's got a really good basketball IQ. He knocks the first one down, and we're all tied up, and LN has a chance to take the lead. And he gets the second, and Lawrence North back on top. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. 1 point lead. On three again, missed it. Good board by Hankins. Maybe a little bit too quick for Jesuit. Easily inside out to Cushenberry, and they'll reset against the man defense. Collins chasing Schaus on the left wing there. They're looking for Capetti on the post, and they're not going to find him. Cushenberry pulls it out. Good effort defensively by Winston on the point. Schaus looking inside for Easley over Nelson. Yes! That's a mismatch, and they found him. 48-45. Easley, sensational player. Good effort by Cushenberry off the steal, 1-on-2. And he keeps the ball on the floor, and he gets himself a timeout. That's a heads-up play.
Timeout on the floor.
Because he had 2 Jesuit players converging on him. One of them was Zachary Winston, who was trying to tie him up, but he gets the timeout. This ball game being sponsored by Best Choice Fieldhouse in Fishers, Indiana, and Steele and Associates LLC. We'll keep it here because it's just a 30-second timeout. Under a minute left. Lawrence North has regained the lead over Detroit Jesuit, 48-45. Earlier in this extravaganza, Chris Wilkes, the outstanding recruit at North Central, on his way to UCLA, led the Panthers to a huge 90-49 win over Milwaukee Riverside. A very impressive victory for Doug Mitchell's #1 ranked North Central Panthers in the game previously played here at Cummins Gymnasium. This one may go down the wire. 48-45 LN. Two veteran coaches, Pat Donnelly for Jesuit and Jack Kiefer for Lawrence North. Their last ball game against Dakota on December 20th, Abby Bowden had 19 points and 14 rebounds, a double-double. LN with the inbounds. Cushenberry looking for Capetti. Thomas checks in, 25, the 6'8 sophomore. Jalen Thomas. Schaus, Cushenberry, nope. And what a nice job by #3, Julian Dozier, blocking out underneath for Coach Donnelly's ball club. Dozier with the ball now, just 5'8", but doing a good job on the boards. Nelson, Dozier, looking inside for Thomas, not trusting the big man yet. Something they've got to work on at some point in time. You've got to be able to get the ball inside. Nelson, baseline. Dozier for 3. Nope. And he tried to save it, and Collins is out of bounds. .45, 11 seconds left. Jesuit trying to put pressure on LN. Petty, Cushenberry, 3-on-1. I think he turned it over. He did. He palmed the basketball. Cushenberry turned the ball over. Seldom does he make mistakes, but that time, good effort defensively by Elijah Collins. Shot up, good! Dozier with the bucket. That's a three-pointer. And we've got ourselves a tie ball game at the end of 3. Back at Cummins Gymnasium, we've got a barn burner here at 48-48. We move to the fourth quarter. LN will have the basketball. And if this trend is continuing, Detroit Jesuit continues to outplay Lawrence North. They outscored them 16-11 in the third. LN is going to have to step it up defensively. Easley with the basketball. Back to Cushenberry at the top of the key, working against that man. Nelson guarding Easley. That's a tough assignment. Shouts with the high screen. They're trying to find Easley inside. They do. Backs away. He missed it. Nice board by 13 Winston. On the break, Nelson underneath, and he couldn't find it. A little bit too fast and a little bit careless. And Coach Donnelly wants his team to rethink that one. No doubt about it. You cannot make mistakes in a ball game like this. And Cushenberry pressured in the backcourt. There's going to be a foul on Jesuit. Elijah Collins.
#2, Elijah Collins. That's his third.
Giving a lot of effort in the backcourt, but Collins is going to pick up his third.
Team's 5th.
Hankins inbounds. Cushenberry at the point. Capetti at a high screen. Nice look by Cushenberry, and Capetti with a solid jam. You got to give a lot of credit to that point guard Cushenberry for finding the big guy. 7:05 to go here in the ball game. Winston has been phenomenal from the perimeter. 5 3-pointers in this ball game. Works it inside to Nelson, back outside. Long 3 on the way. A nice rebound by Capetti ahead to Schaus, and he missed it, but the foul by Capetti. Great effort by LN. Outstanding effort. And Pat Donnelly has seen enough. He wants a timeout. Timeout Jesuit. LN 52 and Detroit Jesuit 48. Back at Cummins Gymnasium where the Lawrence Wildcats have been on the attack back at Jack Kiefer's ball club has taken a 52-48 lead with 6:44 to go in the ball game over Detroit Jesuit. And Pat Donnelly wanted a timeout to calm his team down just a little bit as Scott Nelson inbounds to Zachary Winston at the point. Winston has been phenomenal from the perimeter. Nelson had 17 points in their last ball game against Dakota in a big win for that ball club. Nelson back to on the far side, almost knocked away by Saunders, who's checked back in the ball game. Dozier on the wing. They're looking inside for the big guy. Forward. Petty doing a good job of creating space inside. Along the left wing, his shot is no good. Boy, they're battling inside, and Eggy Bowden with a rebound. Dozier. Winston. Nelson sets up. Eggy Bowden turns, and I think he traveled, and he did. He turned his pivot foot and took an extra step. Good post defense by Capetti. Another turnover for Jesuit, down by 4. Off the pressure to Cushenberry. Antoine Cushenberry, number 2. Nice crossover dribble. Joust from 3. Late help there by Eckenboden on the break though. Oh, he scored! Oh my goodness. Saunders popped the ball out of Winston's hands and the ball went through the bucket. 52-50. You don't see that very often. Cushenberry out the right wing to Easley. Capetti now pulled up at the top of the key. Nelson, great job in front of Easley for the steal. 3-on-1. Dozier. Winston for 3. And Julian Dozier knocks down a 3. And Jesuit has taken a 1-point lead with 5 minutes to go. Cushenberry against the man pressure. Nelson has been doing a sensational job on Easley. Most of the time face guarding him. Cushenberry off the dribble. Saunders. Saunders and Collins. Saunders, right wing to Cushenberry. Pendy trying to establish post presence. Eckenbro doing a good job. Abby Bowden, number 13. This is Easley. Easley on Nelson. Easley getting help. Back to Cushenberry. And there's going to be a foul on Zachary Winston. That was a really nice job by Antoine Cushenberry to take that little jump step forward and split the defender.
Substitution number 2.
Elijah Collins is checked back in the ball game. Where Zachary Winston has played outstanding at both ends of the court for Coach Donnelly's ball club. 53-52, Jesuit. And a great play defensively, just checked in was Collins. Collins with a steal from Cushenberry. Nelson back to Collins, lays it up and dropped it in. Make that Dozier. Dozier on the break. 55-52. Easley. Pressure by Jesuit, and Dozier turns and finds a way to get the ball down the hole.
2-point basket.
55-54. Under 4 minutes to play. Nelson. They're going to look inside. Eke. Back to Nelson. Eke has not looked to score much from the post tonight. Abby Bowden is knocked out, and a timeout is called by Coach Donnelly. Before Abby Bowden turned against Capetti on the baseline, Coach Donnelly gets a timeout with 3:36 to go in the ball game. It's Detroit Jesuit 55 and Lawrence North 54. They've had outstanding guard play that has enabled them to make a run and get back in the ball game, and they've taken the lead here 55-54 with 3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. And they've got the basketball. Elijah Collins will inbound. Coach Donnelly's ball club. So Collins, Dozier, Evan Bowden, Nelson, and Eke in the lineup right now for Jesuit. 3 is Dozier. Cushenberry, Saunders, the backcourt tandem along with Chouse. Up top of the zone for Lawrence North. They're trying to work the ball around the perimeter, and they're looking for either 11, Ebby Bowden, or number 1, Eke, potentially. Nelson draws the help. Reverse slam by Eke, and it's 57-54. That's good things happen when the ball is reversed. Cushenberry, 2-on-1, he laid it up strong, and he draws a foul. Fouls to be charged to Gregory Ebby Bowden.
At the line,
that's his 4th foul. Gregory Ebby Bowden's 4th foul.
Cushenberry.
And Cushenberry's going to go to the line. That's an outstanding young man. Junior, 5'10", knocks one down, 57-55. Under 3 minutes to play in this ball game. We got a 1-point ball game, and Jesuit in the driver's seat. 3, Dozier, 2, Collins, Nelson, 10. Ebby Bowden in the post, back to Nelson. One thing that Detroit Jesuit has been able to do is look to the weak side of the big guy, Eke. Good ball handling. Nelson for 3. He didn't get it, and a good job by Capetti on the board. Saunders to the glass, and there could be a block there. It's got to be a block. He was moving all the way. Elijah Collins, number 2, is going to be whistled for the foul. On the last 2 possessions, Lawrence North has done a good job of getting the basketball to the rim and catching Jesuit shorthanded.
Number 3, Mike Saunders, shooting 2 shots for the Wildcats.
Now Mike Saunders trying to make them pay with 2:23 to go. Ties the ball game. Winston has had an outstanding game shooting the basketball and handling it, playing some pretty solid defense. Winston gives his club the lead, 58-57, Lawrence North. Dozier at the point. Dozier and Winston at the top for Detroit Jesuit. The Cubs with the basketball. Nelson. Dozier. Nelson into the lane. Eke. Eke doesn't look to shoot from the perimeter as much as Nelson. Inside, he tried to find the big guy, Ebby Bowden, but he turned it away. Cushenberry with a 1-point lead under 2 minutes to play. Let's see if LN tries to hold the basketball and milk the clock here. 58-57, Cushenberry. Cutter, Chouse. Nice give, the block by Eke. Chouse looking for Capetti, cutting to the rim. And a good job of getting his hands on the ball by Eke. And Eke will check out. Elijah Collins will come in. Question is, who's going to guard Easley? They got Collins on Easley. Find LN, they're going to look to get the ball into Easley and let Easley work, and they do. Kevin Easley at the point. Chouse, a 1-point lead with 1:25 to go. Cushenberry on Dozier, and Dozier's going to be whistled for a foul. Got him with the body, got him with the upper body.
Detroit Jesuit with the foul, number 3, Julian Dozier.
Dozier's 3rd foul. And that will be the team's 9th. So it'll send Cushenberry to the line with the bonus. Up by 1 point with 1:20 to go in this ball game. He gets it. A 2-point lead. 59-57, 1:20 to go. Still lots of time. In this one, he missed it. Good rebound by the big guy, Ebby Bowden. Collins. Got to be concerned about Winston, the shooter, as Dozier will take the ball out. And Nelson. We've got 2 shooters on the perimeter. There's one of them, Winston, easily on him. Drive to the bucket, nice ditch, and a good shot there by Dozier.
Two-point basket.
Tied up at 59. Under a minute to play. Cushenberry working on Nelson. You have to figure at some point, will Dozier get the ball? Because he's got Collins on him. There it is. There's Dozier at the ball. Under 25 seconds to play. Cushenberry to the foul line. On three! Oh my, Saunders on the right wing. And he drilled it. Mike Saunders from Cushenberry. We're looking for Easley, but they found Saunders alone on that left baseline rather than the right side. And he drilled it from three. It's 62-59 Lawrence North. Under 14 seconds to play. This ball game brought to you by Best Choice Fieldhouse, Pitchers Indiana, and Steel Associates LLC. And Coach Donnelly has made a substitution as he's bringing in some size. He's bringing Gregory Bowden back in the ballgame. And you got to figure they've got to knock down a three here with 13.6 seconds. There still is plenty of time to go to the rim, however, to get two. And then you've got to foul or get an inbound steal. Chances are, the way they've been shooting this basketball, they're probably going to take a look from the perimeter. And you have to figure that Zachary Winston, number 13, could be a guy that falls into the mix here because he has just been outstanding in this ball game. They've got a number of shooters on this ball club. So with 16.1 seconds remaining, Allen up by three on the strength of a Mike Saunders three-pointer from deep from the left corner. Scott Nelson, Zachary Winston, Julian Dozier, Ike Eke, and Gregory Bowden in the ball game for the Cubs. There's a backcourt foul on Cushenberry, number two. They still have plenty of fouls to give, so it's a
Lawrence North foul, number two.
good foul on Cushenberry's third with 13.4 seconds left. That is only the fourth team foul on Lawrence North, so they've got plenty of fouls to give. And the ball knocked away by Schaus. 6.4 seconds. And again, there's still fouls to give. Collins will trigger for the Cubs. Looking for a three. They're down by three. Long one. It is good! Zachary Winston with a 6-3. We talked about him potentially knocking one down, and he got it to send this one in overtime. 62 all as we go to overtime. Wow. Overtime ball game brought to you by Best Choice Fieldhouse in Pittsburgh, Indiana, and Steel Associates LLC.
We got free basketball.
Back at Cummings Gymnasium with the Manual Boys Basketball Extravaganza. This gym is hot because we're going to overtime. 62 all. Zachary Winston with a big three from the right wing to send the Cubs into overtime with the Lawrence North Wildcats. And we'll go back to the center jump in high school basketball. It's a four-minute overtime period. So Capetti and Emmy Bowden will jump at center for these two respective ball clubs. Both have played outstanding offense here in the second half. Solid rebounding, good guard play. And Capetti wins the tip for Lawrence North. Schaus gives to Cushenberry, the point guard. He's been phenomenal. Junior has led the attack for Lawrence North. Schaus slipped, stolen by Nelson. The Cubs have the basketball. Winston, the 3, Dozier. Ball stripped by Cushenberry and stolen by Easley. Saunders, back to Cushenberry. Cushenberry will take a 3. He's short. And a nice effort by Gregory at the boat trying to keep the ball alive, but Schaus came across and knocked it out of bounds. So Jesuit gets the ball back with 3:17 to go in the first overtime. Dozier. Julian Dozier, number 3. Collins. They've done a good job doubling up the post every time they get the ball into Ebby Bowden. Collins saves it. And they reset with 2:53 to go. Dozier, floater, couldn't fall. Capetti with the board. Cushenberry surveying the field. Cushenberry does a great job of handling the ball with both hands. It's hard to keep him to either side. Did a good job of running this offense, trying to break things down. Long 3 by Saunders, too long. And Capetti couldn't handle it. Just a quick shot by Saunders, something that probably Jack Keefer doesn't feel comfortable with, but yet the Cubs have the basketball. Ball game tied, 2:20 to go. Nelson hasn't taken too many shots late in this ball game. There's Nelson to the rim, scored. Got that one to go. Scott Nelson gives Jesuit the lead. The Cubs up 64-62. 2 minutes left. Cushenberry looking for Easley. Collins doing a great job defensively, denying in the basketball. Schaus on the runner. Easley in the foul.
Easley.
You can't stop the big guy going to the glass. Tie ball game, 64. Jesuit. Ebby Bowden back at the top. Collins. Elijah Collins. Nelson. Shot fake. There's going to be a travel on Zachary Winston. Winston got the ball at the free throw line.
Wildcats ball.
Tried to put up a shot fake and went a little bit too fast. Pulled the pivot foot and a turnover. Gives Ellen the ball with 1:23 to go. And the clock is stopped. A minute 22 to go here in the first overtime period. They've been a clock issue there. Cushenberry pushed off on Winston, no foul. Let it play. Ellen can hold on the ball. Certainly they'd have a chance for a last look here. Saunders nearly traveled. Good effort by Dozier defensively for Jesuit. Schaus, guarded by Nelson. Winston on Cushenberry. Under a minute to play. Cushenberry, Schaus, back to Cushenberry, guarded by Winston. Cushenberry pulling it out. They're going to probably look for the last shot unless they get some excessive pressure here. .30 seconds to go in the ball game. We're in the first overtime. Cushenberry driving, and Winston's going to be called with a body there. He got it with his hip.
Detroit Jesuit foul number 1-3 at 13, Zachary Winston.
Second foul on Winston. That'll be the team's 10th.
Number 2, Antoine Cushenberry shooting the 1 and goal.
And what that means, they're in the double bonus. He's going to have 2 shots. Cushenberry will have 2. It comes up short. Without Cushenberry in the lineup, Lawrence North does not have cohesiveness offensively. You could look at the scoring sheet after this ball game and see maybe easily comes up with the most points. But this kid is extremely critical to the operation of this offense. especially on this free throw, as he puts the Wildcats on top, 65-64 with 25 seconds remaining. Jesuit looking for the victory here. Collins. Chalice did a great job getting the passing lane, but Collins picked it up. Nelson for three, no. Easley with the board and picks up the foul on Evie Bowden. Kevin Easley did a great job of blocking Evie Bowden off as Nelson was long on the shot. There's still time, but not much. Just 3 seconds left.
Gregory Evo Bodine.
3 seconds left.
Number 34, Kevin Easley at the line, shooting 2 shots.
Easley will get 2 because he's in the double bonus. And a timeout is whistled.
Timeout on the floor.
Jesuit will be assessed to the timeout. They want to freeze the shooter here, Kevin Easley. Wildcats up by 1 with 3 seconds. Number 34 for Lawrence North. 6'7" junior, an outstanding player. And he's got a chance to add 2 more points to a 1-point lead here in the first overtime with just 3 seconds to go. So here's the first of 2. He gets it. A 2-point lead for LN. The Wildcats up by 2, 66-64. Jack Kiefer looking for his 749th career victory in 45 years of high school basketball coaching. He gets this one. It's a 3-point game. They need a 3-pointer, 3 seconds left. Dozier turns, and we got a foul in the backcourt. We have a foul in the backcourt. It's going to be on Easley. The foul is on the floor.
No shot, foul on the floor.
And you'd assume they're going to put some time back on the clock.
Please put 0.4 seconds remaining on the clock.
And the referees have determined that there are 0.4 seconds remaining. 0.4 seconds. However, that was the 5th foul on Mike Saunders. They count the foul on Saunders.
Foul number 34, Kevin Easley.
Now they're going to switch it to Kevin Easley. The foul will be switched from Saunders to Easley, so Saunders will remain in the game with 4 fouls.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout, Lawrence North. 0.4 seconds remaining. Look for Zachary Winston to come off some sort of screen, number 13, I would think. Shoot a lengthy 3. And here comes Winston around the side. Pass in. The Eke shot, no good. We got ourselves a ball game. And the Wildcats have won 67-64 in overtime.
Wildcats 67. The Detroit Jesuit.
Jack Kiefer and his group takes the victory here in this annual boys basketball extravaganza. And quite an effort for both ball clubs. Brought to you by Best Toys Fieldhouse of Fitchburg, Indiana, and Steel & Associates LLC. The final, Lawrence North 67, Detroit Jesuit 64.
Lawrence North captains to the score table. Lawrence North captains to the score table. Lawrence North captains, score table, please. Give it up for LN, winners of the 8th game. Manual Extravaganza 2016, Lawrence North Wildcats. And now the MVP of game number 8 between Jesuit and Lawrence North High School. Is a 6'7" junior wearing number 34 with 32 points tonight, Kevin Easily.